Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of, March 4th through the 18th, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you find some clarity in them. And those of you that would like to book a personal or private reading, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com. That information's in the description box below. If you would like a personal phone reading, make sure that I have that notification posted on YouTube stating that I'm taking phone readings. If you don't see that notification, more than likely I'm not available. So let's go ahead and get started here. We have the central issue, heart of the matter, Ten of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. Two of Swords. King of Pentacles. The Hermit. The Emperor. And the Two of Wands. All right, so central issue here. It looks as if there has been no communication between you and another. Or even if you're single, you're like, where are the options? So I feel like a lot of you have felt as if you could have reached rock bottom in a situation where it's like, where do we go from here? You know, the only way to go is up. So you may have reached a low point in a relationship. You know, maybe you guys just have not been communicating correctly. Maybe there's just been a lot of things going on. Maybe overall, you know, the energy is just being tired. Like, I'm just tired of fighting. Yeah, I feel like you guys are kind of feeling, you might also become literally tired or sick within these next couple of weeks. Nothing major, you know, just something that like allergies or a cold or something, especially with the changes of the weather. But, you know, more so in a relationship where you're dealing with someone, there's something going on where you guys are just really not communicating well. It also could be that because some sort of secrets came out, you decided to cut someone off or no longer communicate with them because maybe there was some sort of betrayal. But I feel like there has been distance. You could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also could be dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, in Aries, or another water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There's something about the way you guys are connecting that, you know, one person is trying to open up and be emotional, but the other person is being very cutthroat or distant or intimidating. And maybe that is too why you can't trust them or fully open up to this person because of their behavior or their attitude. You're like, well, I can only show so much. You know, I need to have confirmation that you're into me or that you love me, or, you know, that there's something going on where maybe you don't fully trust the person that you're dealing with. So you just kind of give them, you know, what they're dishing out. Some of you too are on the fence in regards to a direction that you need to go in a relationship. You're like, should I continue on with this person or should I let them go? Or you might be between two different people, you know, torn between two different lovers. I feel like you're trying to use your intuition and you're saying, let me just allow my intuition to guide me where I need to go or who I need to be with. Or if I need to be single for a while, maybe that's an option too. Like, let me just kind of allow things to play out. So you're cautiously moving through life. Because it's almost like you don't want to make mistakes. Maybe you feel like you've made a lot of mistakes in the past and you're like, let me stop fighting against whatever is happening. Let me just kind of allow things to play out. I do feel like some of you are becoming enlightened. If you are currently single, you are going through some sort of transformation, like you're being awakened, spiritually awakened, and discovering new things about yourself, or because you do like so much research about yourself, you know, your beliefs are changed about life, about who you thought you were, because the Ten of Swords is also that death to the ego. So it's a belief system or a set of ideas that are now, you know, no more. You're completely detached and just changed from what you previously thought to believe. And you're like, well, what is life then? Who am I? So a lot of you are doing some sort of soul searching. Now, I also see this as someone who has been going through a separation or going through some sort of breakup. That could be the holdup as to why they have not reached out to you, because they're going through something personal, especially if at one point you guys were flirting, talking to each other, and you thought there was a potential between the two of you, but then all of a sudden they ghosted you or became silent. I feel like this person was undergoing their own changes. Something recently kind of drastic could have happened to them. But during the midst of all that, I do feel like this person is still keeping close watch on you. They're just observing you. They're not ready to make a move. They're not ready to pursue. But when they're ready to pursue, they will. You know, that Emperor is a strategic chess player. He, you know, takes his time before making his next move. He's in no rush. He wants to be 100% sure of who he wants to be with before he makes that move. Now, please keep in mind, this can also be your energy. I also see two people who are very independent and very strong-willed, which could cause conflict or could, you know, create that stagnation between two people, because you're both just, you know, you both like to move at your own pace. I'm seeing someone very fair-skinned too, like so fair-skinned that you can see their veins in their hands. They kind of stand out to you, but you might kind of like that. You know, it's like, I like to see the veins in his hand. Or if you're a guy watching, then you know that could be one of your features. Very fair skin, and maybe having, you know, you can see a vein, or maybe that vein in the forehead type thing is something that's very attractive to the other person. I also get someone who is very much focused on themselves, their business, their life. So if you have been trying to attract someone or trying to put it out there that you were interested, this is someone who really, they're not necessarily playing mind games, but it's just more so at, if you want to be with me, they're kind of coming off as arrogant, but it's like, if you want to be with me, then you need to be with me on my terms, and I'm not ready. So maybe you didn't have time for that. Maybe just cut that person off. And, you know, maybe you're like, well, this person seems like they're not really that interested, so whatever, I'm not talking to them anymore. Either way, I feel like this person is watching at a distance. I also see someone who is a smoker. Somebody likes their I was going to say Newports, but whatever the case is, they have their little particular brand that they like to smoke. And they don't want you telling them that they have to quit. They're like, I could quit when I want to. Don't tell me when. I say who, I say when, I say how, whatever. You know, this person is, don't try and tell them what to do. The best way to handle this person is to let them feel as if they're making the decisions. I'm seeing someone too who wants to seduce you, or you are trying to seduce someone. And I am getting soulmate energy here, and I'm getting divine feminine and divine masculine energies here. You guys would be the ideal couple if you were to be together. If you're already in that relationship, then people kind of view you as that. You're like, you're the ideal couple. You know, you guys complement each other so well. He's so masculine and he's old fashioned, and she's like this ladylike, she has this ladylike persona. He just takes care of her. He makes sure that she feels like a queen. So I feel like if you're already in a relationship, you guys already kind of give that energy off to the general public. That's how people view you, as being like the power couple. But if this is someone that you have not yet linked up with, but the potential is there, because I can see for some of you, this is about a connection that is struggling to get off of the ground. And it's probably because this person is going through their own personal drama in their life before they can focus on you. And really, during this time, even if you're not going through your own personal dramas, there is still something that you probably need to be focused on. Maybe you need to focus back on your health. Maybe you need to focus on your business. Maybe you need to focus on something dealing with comforts, luxuries, appearances. So things like that. Like maybe you need to focus on your home. There are things that need to be, that you could focus on in the meantime. But I do see like the potential for this power couple, and I'm seeing here that you guys are soulmates. You guys do have a soul contract here. And I'm also seeing that for some of you, you have to wait until this person finishes up their karma, which is getting ready to happen. So someone is getting ready to be released from a karmic contract, and then you guys can be together in peace. Because right now it wouldn't be peaceful. Right now it's too much stuff going on. So once things have cooled off, once both people have had a chance to be alone and enjoy what it's like to be with their own selves, then something will happen that aligns the two of you to be together. So I feel too that those of you that are single, this is kind of like some sort of confirmation to what you already believe to be true. There is a soulmate in your energy field, and you guys will have your opportunity to be together. And you guys did have that soul contract together. If you're already in a relationship, there was some sort of falling out. You guys had to rebuild your relationship. Things had to come down, cracks. I feel like things had to crash and burn so that you could rebuild from the structure, from the ground up, from ground zero. And I feel like things are going to be better off. Like you guys are going to be back to normal. You're going to be talking. You're going to be happy again. You guys are just going to, it's like you renew your spiritual contract. I feel like something has been healed. And if you guys have a business together, this might be more so about your business. Like something happened within your business where it needed to be rebranded, relabeled, just whatever the case. Something happened where you just had to reestablish your business and you had to start over, and it's going to be better this time. This time you're going to get the recognition that you've been waiting for. This time people are going to take notice to your product or take notice to whatever services that you're offering. I also feel like maybe new contracts had to be drawn up. Something had to be rewritten business-wise. I mean, I can almost see that spiritually too. Like you guys had to rework your spiritual contract in order for it to work. Something had to be rewritten, or at least looked at from a different perspective. You could have been going about it the wrong way, or trying to connect in a way that wasn't working, and you kept having to repeat that over and over again, repeat the mistakes over and over again, and now that you have clarity, you're like, okay, now we can come together at peace. Also, whoever felt ignored in a relationship, I feel like now you're paying attention to each other. You guys are being supportive of one another. There could have been some terrible miscommunication, and somebody could have been pussyfooting around it, not really wanting to be honest, thinking somebody's going to read your mind. Like, all of that stuff stopped, and now you guys are on the same page. But you had to learn how to work together. You had to learn how to communicate. Yeah, I'm pretty much feel like that is basically the messages that are coming through here. Oh, now also I see some of you guys that have been trying to conceive over and over without much success. I feel like you're going to try again. And I do like how the sun does seem to show success this time around. This is also having some sort of success. After trying so many times, after trying over and over again, maybe now you are able to conceive, but you might have a difficult pregnancy. So it might be one of those situations where you need to stay up off your feet and be very relaxed and not be stressed. But I am seeing you having your desires come into fruition, because the Empress, she does desire things that, and I feel like things are manifesting for her, or it's like once you properly learn how to make things manifest, like it starts happening. But it was hard at first. Like, I'm kind of noticing there's a lot of, information out there on how to manifest, and how to make the law of attraction work for you. And although I feel like people do have valid information, I still feel like to each individual, you need to tweak those rules. There's something that it's not one all fits all. Because you might be looking at someone who's saying, oh, I manifested this, I manifested that, I manifested all my dreams, and they're like, so you can do it too, just do this and do that and do that. And it's just like, I've done that and I've done this and I've done that and nothing has worked. What am I doing wrong? So I feel like you have been determined to figure out how to make your manifestations come to life. And now you've got the hang of something. Now there's something that you understand. You had to tweak it so that it worked for you. You had to tailor-made, have your what do you call it? Not rituals. You had to have it tailor-made, like whatever all these rules are that everyone is talking about, including myself. Like, there's a need for you to take bits and pieces of information from what everybody has said and figure out how to make it work for you. And basically, that's what I feel that you have done. All right, so I hope that has worked. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and many blessings to you.